Africa is a continent. We are in Uganda. It is a beautiful place to be. And I decided to bring you this scene. If you've lived in Uganda, you might have learned of something they call photographic interpretation. And this is the scene we have today. Now, we have Uganda inhabited by human people, and one is right there in red if we look at the top or bottom. In this case, we are going to look at the bottom left corner. There is a human person behind this beautiful tree, and this tree has very intriguing texture that is very hard to ignore. And this kind of reminds you of the beauty of nature. Nature is quite intricate that at times you might actually think of it as ugly, but that pattern is a very difficult design to reproduce if you've ever done fine art. And now the human person has decided to show up, and there they are walking. That is the female one, and these are male. So Africa, we told you, is a continent, but what you're seeing right here is called Africa Hall because it is in Africa, and this you'll find inside Makerere University. It's considered a female hall, and it is a beauty to behold. I like the plants that surround it, very majestic, and the relief in the foreground, center foreground that you see here, is of a plant that intrigues me always. It is rumored that this was a plant that was synonymous with most of the cemeteries within Uganda, and thinking has it that it was imported into the country by the Indian population because it's mostly found in such areas. This one, I find it here inside Makerere University, and if any one of you knows the origin of this plant, please do let me know. Otherwise, Africa is a beautiful place, and for now it fits right to tell you that it's about 13 days to Ugandan elections. Look at my brain playing tricks on me. It is actually the 13th of January, and that is one day to the Ugandan election, which is going to happen in January 15th, 2026. And you can see this poster. This gentleman is standing for a position I yet do not know, because the leaves have decided you won't be able to see that. But I see he's standing for Councillor Muluka 3. So in case you're wondering, I do not know whether he will win. There are actually more such posters, and when we pan to the right of our screen, there's this bleached image, and this must be for the LC5. And this bleached image, I can recognize the person in it. This gentleman lost by 1 vote in the previous election. I hope that his poster is bleached. It won't be bleached out of today's election, which is happening in just a day from now. And this is him, called Sibira. I hope he wins this time. And above him is another gentleman whom oh, this one has a name, Dan Chigozi Kasolo. Kasolo is a very wonderful choice of name. I see a human person passing in my foreground. Back to Kasolo. Kasolo is a name that the woman who has just passed may not very much appreciate, more so if Kasolo is a stranger. But Kasolo is standing for LC3 Councillor, and this will be voted much later after the 15th. And so it's a beauty to behold. I think this place was slashed. Yesterday it was green, and I guess the grass is never green across the fence, because in just a day it has been cut down, and all of a sudden the artificial green behind the fence looks green, only that this is not grass. It's only augmented by dry grass as a roof, and therefore the grass is no longer green on either side of this fence. Blessed with flora and fauna. Today I look to find any birds here, but it seems there is really no bird to behold. Yesterday I think I spotted one at the top of this building, behind this building, in those trees right there. But now I only see nothing, nothing. Maybe because the sun is still out. It is actually 5 p.m. In fact, 5:30 p.m. And on the 13th, I've seen a notification that the internet is going to be turned off for the sake of the elections. I do not know what they are so scared for, but that kind of paints you to the ill behavior and manner of the government, so that they have very little faith in its population. The trees, however, some stand still, and that is a sign of peace. It has been generally peaceful in the city during this campaign time. Not many alarming deaths, but then again, not so many reporting from the opposition's campaign trails. But nonetheless, I hope the peace is kept in place. Human people. I think life goes on. Life goes on. See you in the next video. If you're new here, please do hit the subscribe video button. I don't think you're here to go yet, and people are just going about their lives. What? Alright, interesting, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I see kind of a blend of interesting architecture right here. That is the it is actually reminded this Africa Hall was built by Israeli government, and this looks like precast concrete slabs that were fabricated elsewhere and brought and placed here, and that is what we have here. Today the scene is not as exciting as yesterday, but yep, see you guys in the next video, and